And when you finally get to that point, when you master yourself and you finally get yourself in that position where you know exactly why you're doing something, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and defeat ain't even part of the equation. Like, you know that you're going to be successful. Once you finally reach that peak performance level, you're dialed in. There's nothing taking you out of that. No one can convince you that you aren't exactly where you're supposed to be at.
When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
I'm going long in this breaker here. I'll take that. Going long in the order block. Make sure to take a partial here. It's almost like it's random. Stop above the balanced price range. That's a breakaway gap. This fair value gap should stay open. It's a breakaway gap. This is a breakaway gap, but this fair value gap here will take us higher. And thank you very much. Just like clockwork. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Happy Monday. Thank God it's Monday. How's everybody feeling? Good morning, good morning, good morning, great morning, amazing morning, or good afternoon, good evening. Let's go. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. Had a restful weekend. I know I did. Feeling good, feeling energized, ready to attack the week. It's going to be a great week. I got a feeling it's going to be a tremendous week. Something tells me it's going to be good. Oh, man. Another trading week underway. Asia was very nice to us last night. Already starting off great. Nothing better than starting off the week with a win on Asia Sunday night. Let's go. Let me see. Let me pull up the chat room real quick. I can't see y'all. 1 second. Bear with me. Let's see who we got up in this thing. Who we got? All right, I see y'all. Santiago, Yannick, George, Jorge, Rafa, Janazy, Tanisha, what's going on? James, Ryan, Turan, I see y'all. Abdallah, Adam, Kamani. Good morning or good evening from India. Shout out India. Glad to have you here, Ronnie, Arno, Tariq, Leandro, Johnny, Jerome, the Gorilla. Let's go. Man, I'm excited. It's going to be a great week. CP9, Steve, JQ, ICT's pre-market stream. I saw he streamed for like 40 minutes or something like that. Let's go. I'll check that out later. Philippines. Shout out Philippines. That's what's up. Bear. Steve, you funny. People saying bear with me and they don't even have a bear. I like that one. I'm still in that. Bear with me. Pakistan. First live stream. Ooh, you in for a treat. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Ethiopia, Kenya. 2 people from Kenya. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to get started in a few minutes. I just posted on Instagram. Let everybody get in here. And then we're going to get this show on the road. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Go ahead, pin that. First live stream. You're in for a little treat. We're going to have some fun here. It's going to be a fun stream. It's going to be fun. First stream. Let's go. Where have y'all been all this time? How are you just now finding me? You've been missing out, I promise you. You've been missing out. Nakia, stop playing. I know you. I know the OGs in the chat. I see James in here. Asa. Glad I would have live stream all week because I joined Discord. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a great... Discord got some upgrades too. Matter of fact, yeah, let's do some housekeeping first. I sent out in the Discord a lot of upgrades. Y'all probably saw it. Market reviews are going to be live streamed. All right, so general access, y'all will get 1 or 2 market reviews a week. And then full access, lifetime members, y'all get daily market reviews. And it's going to be a live stream I did that because it's just more efficient that way. That way I don't have to edit. I don't have to add the watermark. I don't have to trim it and do all the editing. I could just live stream and we'll do top-down analysis, and then maybe I'll take questions for like 5 or 10 minutes at the end. So daily market reviews are going to be live stream. That's going to take place right after the closing bell. So market closes at 4 o'clock, and I'll go live at 4:15. So there will be a market review. I don't know. There probably won't be a market review today because I don't care for Mondays. But Tuesday through Friday, there will definitely be live stream market review. Again, general access. Maybe we'll get like the market review on Tuesday, and then full access lifetime members. Y'all get Tuesday through Friday's market review. Also, if you haven't looked at the Discord already, there is an educational section. It's not finished yet. I tried to finish it last night, but I didn't get to it. So there's an educational section in there, and it's going to be categorized, organized, all the videos on my channel based on certain things. So right now there's a macro section. There is a order blocks breaker section. There's a thread going over fair value gaps. There's a psychology section. There's a trading models where you can watch videos about the different models. So on my channel I have trade executions about the using a silver bullet model, Caleb's model, Asia model, 2022 model. I have some optimal trade entry executions on there. Live streams 9:30 to 12 o'clock Monday through Friday. I never trade Mondays. I trade live Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 12 Eastern time for full access members in the Discord. So I think that's it. Also, there's a reviews tab. So for those in the Discord who are general access members, you're not sure about joining full access, you could check out the reviews. And what time we got? Okay, we got 4 minutes still. Got some time. And for anybody else who is interested in the Discord, why'd I say it like that? In the Discord. I just sent a link in the chat room. Those are the reviews for the Discord. Thank you to everybody in the Discord who left a review, but definitely join. It's good stuff in there. Settings and the chart and all that are in Discord as well. Man, let's go. What's going on, Andy? Good morning. Good morning. Islam, we'll love to have you. We'll see you inside. Man, I'm feeling good. God dang. I just love Mondays. Like, it's so good. We're going to start going over the higher time frame at 9:40, so about 2.5 minutes. Let everybody get in here first, so that way we don't have questions. Where's your new day opening gap? Where'd you get your new week opening gap? Let everybody get in here first, and then we'll get this show on the road. No news today. As you can tell by the title, it is a no news Monday, so you're already knowing what kind of price action I'm expecting for today. But again, I could be wrong. Just looking at the daily chart right now, I mean, it's consolidating on the daily, but I sent out the weekly forecast. I do like the idea of higher prices, and Discord members, you know the targets and things I'm looking for as far as higher prices in NASDAQ and what invalidates that. So check the weekly forecast in Discord if you haven't already. You can see what I'm looking at for NASDAQ and the other markets as well. Dollar, S&P, gold, and all that. I don't use any indicators. These indicators are just sessions when I'm doing my market reviews. All that's in Discord, FAQ channel. Man, I'm feeling good. I really hope y'all are having a great start to the week. We got a minute here. Trade breakdown from Asia is already recorded and saved in the drafts. That's going to be posted as soon as we get off of here. Goodness gracious. Okay, this is from last night. All right. And yes, it's real funds. So Asia breakdown, 8 contracts short, 2 off here, partial. I'll explain that partial in the live stream. Partial, should have taken off more here at the initial sell side. I still left half of my position on the table, holding for the new week opening gap high. Just fell short of it by a couple handles, and then remaining balance stopped in profit on the last 4 contracts. But we'll cover that in detail in the trade breakdown that's already recorded and ready to go later this morning. But let's go. It is 9:40. Let's go ahead and start going through the higher time frame. Any questions that are going to be asked in the next 5 minutes or so while I'm going through the higher time frame won't be answered till after we're done. Just want to get through this. So let's go. Dollar index. Okay, we had a large expansion, pretty consistent move higher, a lot of up close days. Finally got our down close day on Friday, which is normal retracement. So we had this fair value gap here that we're still trading inside of, and we also have this fair value gap here. So I have more of a neutral bias in Discord. You know what I'm looking for as far as the dollar index and what I'm expecting. But having more of a neutral bias, okay, stopping right at consequent encroachment of the fair value gap, always include the volume imbalance when you're drawing your fair value gaps. So in other words, don't just do it like this. Okay, include the volume imbalance, and you'll get your accurate consequent encroachment. All right, and then we also have this large inefficiency that we completely repriced in. I normally don't say this because it sounds cringy, but make sure to like the live. I don't know how it works. I see people saying in the chat room, but like the live stream. I don't know if the algorithm does something with that, but if it does, that would be a good help. So it would be greatly appreciated. Like, share, comment, all that good jazz. So we're hanging around consequent encroachment of the SIBI after trading to consequent encroachment of the BISI. Yes, there is a volume imbalance. Thank you. Right there. So let's drop down to a 15-minute chart for dollar. You can see us tapping the high of that fair value gap. Change these colors a bit. All right, let's see. The buy side here, right away, a little too clean for dollar index. Way too smooth. My eye jumps immediately to these clean levels here. So as of right now, I like to see if dollar index can run that out. How far above this buy side can dollar index go? We have this SIBI fair value gap here. And we also have this gap here. So let's go ahead and illustrate that. So from that candle's close all the way up to this candle's open, that's the inefficiency. Draw that all the way through. And more specifically, I'm looking at this fair value gap here that's resting just above the buy side. I'll be watching to see if dollar can reach up into that. All right. So right now I have a short-term bullish bias on dollar index, wanting to see us reach for the buy side. Let's take a look at gold. Whoops, still got that on my chart. Ta-da. Let's see. Gold, pretty self-explanatory. Looking for all-time highs. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. I know some people are rewinding the live stream to see what I had pulled up for gold. It's nothing crazy. So gold, bullish. Nothing I'm really looking at specifically other than just expecting higher prices, not trying to predict the top. But it's looking bullish, obviously. Not really much to analyze there. Let's go ahead and look at euro dollar. So euro dollar bouncing off of this bullish order block we talked about for the past couple of days. Now we're just kind of hanging around. Let's drop down to a 15-minute. Okay, 3 drives pattern into this inefficiency, trading up into the bearish order block. Watching to see if Euro can take out sell side. It's looking a little heavy. Which is what I prefer to see. If I'm expecting higher prices in dollar index, I like for the indices in euro dollar to move lower. But obviously, I'm not forcing that idea. Let's take a look at the Dow. All right, trading at about the upper quadrant of this wick in this down close candle. 15-minute chart. I like how Dow is looking heavy because, again, I'm bullish on the dollar index, so I'd like to see lower prices in Dow, in S&P, and NASDAQ. So Dow, I want to see if we can reach for the sell side here, and then how far beneath the sell side can Dow travel. We have a small little pocket of inefficiency here. So draw that through. And should we get through that, we have the rejection block and then the sell side. Okay, I'm not going to be too demanding of that. That may be a little much to ask for this morning. But just in case Dow really wants to get animated, there you go. But I at least want to see sell side in this 15-minute fair value gap traded too. Go to NQ. I'm going to NQ. Relax. Just relax. We got a lot of time, y'all. We're going to be on here till 12 o'clock. NQ's not going anywhere, I promise. They're not going to delete it while we're going over other markets. S&P. First timers, I know. It's all good. I saved the best for last. S&P trading their all-time highs. Nothing on the daily chart I'm really concerned with other than keeping the previous days high and low for the last 3 days. Go to NQ. Go to NQ. We don't care about gold. I know. But this is what I look at on my monitor. I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at euro dollar. So. Do that. Do that. All right. And we have our current new week opening gap for S&P here, and we traded down into a new day opening gap down here. Let's drop down to a 15-minute chart. So S&P working its way higher towards the buy side. A typical characteristic on Monday, especially a no news Monday, dollar index and the indices can often move together, which is something I don't want to see, but that's something that can definitely happen. Slap on some opening prices. Midnight open. And our 8:30 open. Alright, so S&P looking to see if we could take out buy side, trade into the new week opening gap. And should we do that, I'll be observing to see how we react after doing so. So short-term bullish on S&P. Now for the good stuff, what everybody's been waiting for, NASDAQ. Start off on a weekly chart. Put on the previous week's high and low for the last 3 weeks. This one here, 1, 2, we have this one up here. I'm not worried about these lows. We're not trading near it. If we do trade near it, then I'll put them on the chart. But so far, these weekly levels, only ones I'm really looking at. Let's put on our current new week opening gap, which is there. And we have a new week opening gap down here as well. All right, let's drop down to a daily. Previous days high and low for the last 3 days. Also going to have that on my chart. So we have this high, and that's pretty much all I care about. That's the closest one. These lows down here in the last 3 days are a little out of view, so I'm not going to have that on my chart. And that's pretty much all I care about for the daily. Yep. Let's drop down to a 15. So NASDAQ already trading up into its new week opening gap. Put on some opening prices. Midnight open. 8:30 open. Discord members, what's it looking like as far as the opening prices? We talk about this all the time. Y'all should already see this stuff coming in advance. All right, and when we get our 10 o'clock opening price, we'll put that on our chart as well. Yeah, let's drop down to a 5-minute chart. Let's get our opening range gap. Okay, gapping lower, hitting consequent encroachment of that new day or new week opening gap, rallying higher. So currently we're trading above the midnight open and above the 8:30 open. And then should we trade above the 10 o'clock open, that is a rich premium, and we already know what's going to happen. So straight from the webinars, man. Same thing. It happens all the time. So we're going to stay on the 5-minute chart till about 9:55 or so, and walk price down. Now let's look at the chat. Let's see. Almost my first week in the full access Discord. Nailed the Asian session. Let's go. People are getting funded trading Asia. Somebody just sent out in the Discord yesterday that they got funded. Or they didn't just send it out yesterday, but I just saw it yesterday. Got funded only trading Asia using the ATM model. So thank you, Philip. I had a great weekend. Hopefully you had a great weekend. It's been really restful. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. That's crazy. How does Diddy always end up getting brought up in my live stream? I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of crazy. Feeling bearish on NQ. We'll see. I love top-down analysis. Let's go. What's your recommendations for someone starting ICT? Any playlist on his YouTube channel is a good start. There is no bad place to start. Let's see. Do I ever trade Forex? No, sir. No, sir. I used to trade Forex back in 2022, but not anymore. Yep, Quarto, you get it. You get it. What's your recommendation for someone starting ICT? Like, where will you begin? Yeah. What's your music trading playlist? Well, obviously I can't listen to music when I'm trading because I'm live streaming. But if I'm trading Asia and I got music playing, and we traded Asia a few times live. No, most of the time it's R&B. Like those who've been around for a while know that I love my old school 90s, 80s R&B. Just real smooth. Got some love songs in there. Or I'll play some like jazz. Something just soothing, you know. Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Jaheim. People like that. When do you stop if you're in drawdown? How much percentage? I'm not going to answer that just because it's different for everybody. My risk tolerance isn't the same as yours. You may need to stop trading after 1% drawdown. Somebody else may be able to absorb 5% drawdown and still be able to recover from that. But as far as daily, 2 losses a day and I'm done. Well, 2 trades a day, period. I'm done. But all my trading plan, risk management, weekly targets, how I approach the market every day, step by step, all that is in Discord. My full complete trading plan, just updated it. And that's going to be the trading plan I use going into 2025. And it's probably going to stay that way for the whole year. I'm 23. I turned 23 September 12th. Outro song. I know. I love the outro song. It never gets old. All right. So let's go ahead and drop down to the 1-minute chart. Oh yeah, I like shorts in Nasdaq. Or let me not say that. I like lower prices in Nasdaq. I like lower prices. So if we get our opening range, man, this stuff, I mean, especially if you're in Discord and you've been tuning into the webinars, this stuff happens all the time. You should be able to forecast this in advance. Here's our opening range, 9:30 to 10 o'clock. All right. Sell side, sell side, sell side. We still have 5 minutes to the opening range. Above the midnight opening price, we're above the 8:30 open. Once we get that 10 o'clock opening price in 5 minutes, should we trade above that, that means we're above all three key opening prices that I like to look for, and that means we are in a deep, deep premium. Now, if we're above the 10 a.m. open, midnight open, and 8:30 open, I say this all the time, one of two things are going to happen. Either one, we're going to have a really trending day where it's just like this kind of price action all the way up till London close, and it's just trending, 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 trending. Or two, we're reversing and we're going down. 90% of the time, if we're above all three opening prices, we're going down. 90% of the time. It happens all the time. And I like this because we have sell side. Okay, I still like the idea of us working higher for the next 4 minutes or so. I don't want to see an aggressive run to sell side just yet. I want the opening range to pan out. But eventually, I like to see the sell side here taken out, this sell side taken out, because traders who went long right from the opening bell, which is here, we open at 9:30, trade it up, trade down, trade it up, trade down. So who's been making money all since pre-market? Long holders. We have this low, relative equal lows, triple bottom, way too clean. We have a higher low, equal lows here, triple bottom here, way too smooth. This low during the opening range, this low, this low. So would I feel comfortable buying in a market where I already know everybody's trailing their stop losses underneath all these lows? And we're in a rich, rich premium. Me personally, and I'm expecting higher prices in dollar index. And dollar index, actually, speak of the devil, there's your buy side for dollar. And now I'm watching for that 15-minute fair value gap. So with the dollar looking this strong, looking this bullish, do I want to see higher prices in NASDAQ? Absolutely not. So what does that say about this rally here? Eventually, I'm expecting sell side to be ran against because everybody's making money going long and they're trailing their stop losses underneath these lows. So if we work ourselves into a deep premium above all three opening prices, I like lower prices. And I'll expect a rotation lower from NASDAQ. What? Your birthday September 12th? That's crazy. Yep, Virgo twin. That's what's up. I rarely meet people with the same birthday as me. I did take trades in Asia that I already filmed the trade breakdown. It's going to be posted right after this. It's already ready to go in the drafts. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oh. This was Asia. Short 8, partial, stopped in profit. But I'll break that down, and the trade breakdown is going to be posted right after we're done with this live stream. But I love this. Whenever I see this, we're in a deep premium, and I know everybody's making money going long. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to run it against them. I love seeing all these higher lows here. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. I love seeing that because I already know everybody's chasing it going higher. Everybody's going to be looking to buy fair value gap all the way up here. They're going to look to buy an order block or something all the way up here. I'm waiting for displacement lower because I'm running against that opening range sell side. All right, let me look at the chat a little bit. Which playlist? Lecture 5. He teaches Asia. He doesn't call it the ATM model. That's something I called it because when I went over the Asia model in the Discord, the private webinars. The webinars are about like an hour long, and one of the things we covered was how to trade Asia. So I was teaching the Asia model in Discord, and I was like, you know what? Let me like take this little snippet of how to trade Asia, and I'll post that publicly on YouTube. And now it blew up, and everybody's trading it. So I called it the ATM model because it's literally like an ATM machine. It's so repetitive. It's so easy. It's rule-based. I mean, it's literally clockwork. It's step by step, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and there's your trade. So it's literally like going to an ATM machine and taking money out, which is why I called it the ATM model. So you're not going to hear him calling it that, but Lecture 5 of the 2024 playlist, he covers Asia. And that's where the model is derived from. Watching sports next week. NBA season starts Tuesday. Let's go. Sweeping high. Which playlist is IT? Can you touch on first presentation? First presentation fair value gap is just the first fair value gap after 9:30, which comes in. Your first presentation fair value gap is this candle here. All right. I don't have any indicators. I don't use indicators. Except for when I'm doing the market reviews for the sessions. Where would you enter? Relax. Relax. Who said anything about getting into a trade? Relax, relax, relax. Let's see. 1,500, 5 accounts. That's what's up. Do you know what parameters you look for to expect a good London? I really don't care for London. A lot of people ask me, do you have a model for London? Can you touch on London? London is 2 a.m. where I'm at, and I don't even be up looking at the charts around that time, so I don't look at London enough to, I feel like, make content about it. Like, I don't want to just put videos on my channel, and I'm not actually trading it. So as far as London, I can't really help you. I'm sorry. But I just treat it like the silver bullet hour for the morning session and use the midnight opening price. Chat GPT said long. Chat GPT about to blow your account. Do you believe I can become profitable watching your webinars only? No. No, ICT, no. The webinars will help you grow your understanding of price action, but you gotta put in the work. And that alone won't just make you profitable. It'll grow your understanding for sure, but me personally, you need more than that. Appreciate that, Nate. All right, so the opening range is completed. NASDAQ can go higher all at once. That's not something I'll be interested in. So if I was trading today, I wouldn't be interested in taking anything long. A lot of people ask, well, what if NASDAQ does something like this? And it's just going higher and higher and higher and higher. Like what if you missed that? I don't care. I'm not buying this high. That's buying way too expensive. I'm willing to let that go on without me, and I'll just trade the lunch hour, or I'll trade the final hour macro, or I show for the PM session, or I just trade Asia. But I'm not interested in buying when we've already had such a large move overnight. So that's not something I'm interested in. I'd rather participate in this move, should we get it. Could NASDAQ continue to rally 100 handles, 200 handles, 300 handles? That could definitely happen. That's not something that I would be interested in trading. I like a move going lower, targeting sell side form during the opening range, because I already know everybody's trailing their stop losses underneath these lows. So if I were to buy this fair value gap, if I were to buy a fair value gap here, if I were to buy an order block up here, where am I putting my stop loss? Underneath this low or underneath this low, same area where everybody else and their mama, their granny, their auntie, their uncle, their grandpa, their sister, their brother, everybody's trailing their stop losses underneath these lows, and I don't want to be a part of that group. So I'd rather fade them, should we get that. And again, these faded lines here, those are old weekly highs and lows for the past 3 weeks and old daily high and low for the past 3 days. So that's old areas of liquidity that the algorithm will still refer to. So we just taken out, in a sense, buy side. Or if it's an old weekly low, we just trade it into an old liquidity pool, but it's still valid. I like the sell side down here as a draw. Not trying to predict the top, not saying we topped, but eventually I like to see us make a run for this low and this low and this low here, because it's also formed during the opening range. So let's go ahead and title that opening range sell side. Same thing here. Same thing here. And now we just wait. New to the chat. Appreciate that, Damien. Glad to have you here. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's take a look around the board. Let's see what we're working with. The Dow doing the complete opposite of the NASDAQ. So here's the Dow. That sell side we highlighted. Okay, Dow looking really heavy, really bearish. But what is the NASDAQ doing? Really bullish. Same thing with S&P. So why don't I trade Mondays? This is part of the reason. Markets can typically be mixed. Okay, dollar would go higher, NASDAQ would go higher, S&P would consolidate, Dow would go lower. It would be a little bit of a mixed market, which is, for me, a little harder to read, a little harder to frame bias when the markets are doing different things. But Dow looking really heavy. S&P looks like it may want to make a run for that buy side and that new week opening gap. And NASDAQ tagging liquidity up here. And if you remember, man, this stuff is too predictable, I swear. I mean, like, it's... You can't make this stuff up. So here's your opening price at 10 a.m. So where are we if we look at all three opening prices, 8:30, midnight, and 10 a.m. open? Where are we? We're above all three of them. So one of two things are going to happen. Either we're going to have a really trending day all the way up into London close, into the lunch macro that kicks off at 11:30. Okay, either we're just going to trend higher, 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 and if that's the case, I wouldn't be interested in participating in that move. Or, since we're above all three opening prices, we can see a reversal, and that's something that I favor. I prefer seeing lower prices and targeting sell side down here. What's up, Tim? Didn't miss much. Just looking for lower prices in NQ, targeting sell side that everybody is trailing their stop losses under. I'm new trader, just watching you alone is making me better. By Christ's grace, I'll be in your Discord. Let's go. Amen. Praise Jesus. Amen. Won't he do it? God is so good. I swear. Would you rather grind a live small account or funded? If your account is too small, you shouldn't trade it. Like, people ask, should I open a trading account with $200, $300, $500? I just say wait. Like, that's not enough. Like, 2 trades and your account's blown. Like, just save up some more scratch. There's no rush. All the time. Amen. Praise Jesus. Just got accepted into the new apartment. Man, blessed. Only Jesus. You know, people come out and they say like celebrities and stuff, they'll be like, I want to thank God, I want to thank God. I don't really like that, because it's like there's millions of different gods that people worship and all that. So just coming out and you get your accolades, you get your success and all that, and they say, I want to thank God. That's cool and all, but say Jesus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say it with your chest. Everybody come out here. Everybody believes in a different God. But say Jesus. Jesus is king. If that offends you, don't take it personal, but I mean, it's my channel, so I'm gonna talk about him. But yeah, just got the approval for the apartment, getting a 2-bedroom, so I'll have a nice little trading setup, because right now my little trading desk is in my bedroom, but now I'll have a whole separate room just for my desk and all that. I'll get a bigger desk, so blessed. I'm trying to help everybody else get to the same point one day. Not that I'm like a millionaire or nothing, but like trying to help people get to the next level, whatever that looks like for them. Would you enter now? No. I'm not interested in buying any fair value gap. I'm not interested in buying anything, period. I'm waiting for discount PD rates to get violated, so I don't want to see this fair value gap take us higher. Can it? Absolutely. I'll just be waiting for a displacement lower. But everybody's looking to buy this. Everybody's looking to buy the order block. Everybody's looking to buy. I want to see us just roll over the top of them and make a run for the sell side and trade down to the first presentation fair value gap. So I'm not looking at this. Now, if it sends us higher, that's fine. I'll just continue to wait. We may not get a retracement or reversal until London close, which is closer to 11 o'clock. But I'm not interested in taking anything going higher. How long you been trading? I've been studying ICT since January 2023. January 2023, I've been using ICT concepts. I've been trading in total since about like 2021. About 4 years, going on 5 years in total, and about 1 year, 10 months with ICT. Appreciate that, Deep G. I appreciate that. I want us to get through this fair value gap. I don't want it to take us higher. I want it to completely overlap. If it sends us higher, that's fine. We just wait. I've blown so many accounts buying. Yep. It's too deep of a premium. Buying this fair value, this is how I internalize it, okay? Again, I'm not predicting the top in NASDAQ. I'm not saying we're not going higher. NASDAQ can rally all the way up here for all I care. It doesn't make any difference to me. But this is how I internalize it. Buying this fair value gap, you're buying so high, such in a premium. Everybody's already in the move going long, trailing the stop losses up. In my opinion, buying this fair value gap is like going to the grocery store and buying a single apple for like $12. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Would you go to your grocery store for one apple, one Granny Smith apple, and if it was marked up at $12, would you buy that? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, you're buying something that's completely overpriced, is way too expensive. What's the more responsible thing to do? You wait for the price to come down, or you show up the next day when it's more affordable, when they drop the price, and it's at a reasonable pricing. But buying this is like, that it's just too rich of a premium. And if it were to send us higher, that's fine. I just wouldn't be in that move, and I wouldn't feel any kind of FOMO, any kind of regret. I wouldn't feel any kind of way. But already I do like how we completely overlap this fair value gap. Because if I'm bullish, and for those who've seen my channel, I know a lot of y'all, this is your first time watching, but if you watch my YouTube channel and you watch my trade executions, a lot of times you'll hear me say, I want to see this fair value gap stay open. I want to see the lower half stay open. I want us to stay above consequent encroachment. So if I'm long, if I'm bullish, signs of bullish order flow that I like to look for is fair value gaps staying open, or at least the lower half. So if I'm expecting lower prices, if I want lower prices, I love seeing stuff like this where we completely overlap this BIST, because that's telling me that price likely Not saying that we're topping, not saying that we're peaking, but it's likely that price isn't as bullish. And that's what I like to see. So I like to see fair value gaps completely overlap like that. I like to see us reach down into midpoint of down close candles, bullish order blocks. I want to see us dig into those discount PD arrays. Breakaway gap, exactly. Just traded into that rejection block. So now my thought process is still, who's making money? Longs, where they're trailing the stop losses. Underneath this low here. Let's see. But what you don't want to do is try to jump the gun and predict the top. Like, I'm completely fine with NASDAQ rallying all the way up here. Like, I'm completely fine. Not saying that can't happen. But what you don't want to do is, okay, we topped, I'm going short, and then NASDAQ makes a higher high. And then that was the quickest loss you ever taken. So I'm accepting the fact that NASDAQ can continue higher, but I'm sticking with my bias as far as I like to see a rotation lower, at least targeting sell side. So what would I like to see in order for me to take longs? Let's say NASDAQ wants to go higher. Okay, let's say it wants to reach for, I don't know, 20,600. What would need to happen for me to feel comfortable buying it? I would need to see a run below a meaningful low, meaning I like to see a sell side sweep and then a displacement higher with a fair value gap, and then I feel comfortable buying. In other words, I want to see retail taken out because I already know everybody's trailing their stop losses up, trailing it up, trailing it up, trailing it up, trailing it up. So in order for me personally to feel comfortable going long, I like for us to at least take out a low and then continue higher, or take out a low and then continue higher. But if we're just making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, I'm not interested in being a buyer because everybody else is jamming their stop losses there. With this model out of the plan, run to equal highs. It's not wrong. What's the difference between market structure shift, CISD? That's different. Change in state delivery has to do with order blocks opening prices. So S&P just tagged its new week opening gap, trading above the midnight open. Euro dollar tagged its sell side. Gold looks like it may be losing a little bit of steam. Let's go to a daily chart. Weekly. Look at this rally. Not one down close candle in all of this move higher. Tagging a lot of liquidity. Where people are trailing their stop losses. Right there. So again, not saying this fair value gap can't send us higher, but if I were to buy this fair value gap, where's my stop? Underneath mean threshold of the order block or underneath this swing low. Same spot everybody else is putting their stop losses. I don't like being part of that group. Do you believe there's an algorithm? Absolutely. I absolutely believe that there's an algorithm that controls price. 100%, without a doubt. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. How long does it take to be familiar with ICT concepts? It's different for everybody. is different for everybody. Do you believe there's a condition where it's more beneficial? I used to trade pre-market. We had a couple of live streams pre-market, but I just trade 9:30 to 12 because the schedule is more consistent. It's more, I don't know, I just like the routine of showing up every morning at 9:30. But yeah, we used to trade pre-market based on the economic calendar. The day before CPI, the day before a heavy hitting news driver, days like that, it's good to trade pre-market. So if we trade down into this fair value gap, I'm watching to see if we completely overlap it. And then we have these 3 down close candles, which is 1 bullish order block. Should we trade down into it? I'm watching to see if we can eat into these 3 candles and disrespect it. And then should we take out this low, not saying that we're going to, but should we take out this low, then I'll be treating this down close candle as a bearish breaker, and I'll expect that to take us lower into the sell side. So that's just me thinking out loud, should we trade down here, but not trying to pick the top. For those in Discord, homework assignment is set out. I know a handful of y'all already submitted the homework, but make sure you get that to me. That's going to be due Saturday. In my opinion, I think it'll take you a little longer, but make sure you do the homework, get it done, get it turned into me by Saturday before the webinar, and I'll check that. If I put the little check mark, that means you did it right, you understood the assignment, you did everything you're supposed to do. If I put a little hazard sign, that means you need to make some changes, and I probably left a comment underneath your homework about what needs to be corrected, so just be on the lookout for that. Is this live every day? Yes. I live stream every Monday. I come out here, I do a free live stream, which is what y'all are seeing now. For those who aren't in Discord, I come out here every Monday and I'll do 1 free stream, and then Tuesday through Friday, that's when I actually trade live and press buttons for those in the Discord. If you're interested in that and other features, or if you just want to learn about more features in the Discord and all that, you can click the link pinned in the chat room or click the link in the top of the description of this live stream. It's not crazy expensive compared to what everybody else is charging out there. I try to make it affordable. But, you know, there's that. Another seller. Yep. For the value you get and the amount of people that are improving in their trading, the amount of testimonies in there, the amount of people getting payouts and just growing their understanding of price action, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. What if the dog ate my homework? Tell him to spit it out or something. So right away, I like how we completely overlap this fair value gap. Okay, that's signs of heaviness. And now I'm watching mean threshold of these 3 down close candles. Can we eat into that? Can we close past it? Can we trade to it? And should we take out this low, then I like to see this down close candle here act as a breaker. My focus is still here. Opening range, sell side liquidity. This is my draw. I don't care for anything going higher. See you, Nakia. Oh, man. Homework is for the paid membership. The homework is for full access or lifetime members in the Discord, and they'll tell you the homework assignments like it's good stuff. Like I'm navigating, I'm guiding you guys to look at specific things in price action. Literally, I'll assign homework, and then the next week they'll be like, what happened in price today was straight from the homework. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I'm watching this down close candle. If we can get beneath it. Everybody wants to buy it. Everybody wants to take it going higher. Everybody wants to buy. Trust the process, not you calling out people. Oh, nah. Exactly what I wanted to see. Everybody wants to buy this fair value gap. Everybody wants to buy this fair value gap. Why would you buy an apple that costs $12? It doesn't make sense. Not saying we can't go higher, because these highs, these 2 1-minute candlesticks are a little too smooth, but I like for us to get underneath this swing low. Looking for a long off the order block? No, sir, not me. If you're talking about this order block, I'm good. I'm not interested in anything going long, period. Everybody's trailing their stop losses underneath these lows. Your mama, your daddy, your poppy, your granny, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, they're all trailing their stop losses underneath this low. So I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a part of that. Can we get a buy from the previous week? First print bank right place. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. Everybody ICT now. I'm not trying to be like ICT. I'm just me. Like, obviously I'm using his concepts, but I'm just Tremaine trades. We have a small little imbalance here. Small little fair value gap here. This fair value gap up here, I like for that to stay open. Treating that as a potential breakaway gap, and it's a balanced price range. So we have this single pass up here, followed by this single pass down. Okay, for bearish order flow, ideally, I don't want to see this traded to at all. This low, I'm watching to see how fast we trade beneath it. Preferably, I like to see just one candle fast rip through it and tap that new week opening gap. So you want it to slice through this low like a hot knife through butter. I don't want to see us just take out this low by a couple handles or so and then retrace higher, work higher. I don't want to see that. If we take out this low, it needs to be fast, aggressive. I like to just see one candle just boom and tap that new week opening gap. So we've taken out that low. Now I'm watching, do we stay heavy? I don't want to see a deep retracement. Watching this fair value gap, want it to be used as inversion. So if this fair value gap was used to send price higher here, now that we're beneath it, I like for this to be used as resistance. Again, I'm not expecting price to trade up here. Institutional order flow entry drill. Okay, we traded up into this fair value gap by just a tick or so, selling off. This candle, immediate rebalance. I'm still looking for speed underneath this low. To me, this isn't convincing enough. I need to see aggression fast underneath that. Do you trade live every day? Yes, Tuesday through Friday. I'm pressing buttons for Discord members only. Tuesday through Friday. I don't trade publicly on YouTube. It's only for those with access. focus is still opening range sell side. And I really like the idea of us trading back down to the first presentation fair value gap. I'm looking at this down here. So now you remember we've taken out this low, so I'm watching this down close candle. I like for that to offer resistance and take us lower into the new week opening gap and into the opening range sell side liquidity. So this entire down close candle, I'm watching that. I'm also watching this wick as a premium array. So if you're bearish, you want to see the upper half of premium arrays not traded to. So we have this long wick, consequent encroachment. I like how we opened, traded up, failed to reach midpoint. And I like what we're getting here. See if we could reach the high of that new week opening gap. Okay. But how I'm seeing this, all of this right here is giving bearish signatures. Breakaway gap, staying open, bearish. Fair value gap here. We open, trade up, just by a tick. We can't even reach consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Break lower, bearish. Candle opens, trades up, immediate rebalance, order block, bearish. We have this long wick. This candle opens, trades up, can't even reach midpoint, wicks or gaps. I'm seeing this wick here as a normal fair value gap. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Open, trade up, can't even reach midpoint of the wick, bearish. Boom. So it's giving bearish signatures all throughout this price run. Not a lot of people are paying attention to it. Not a lot of people are paying attention to this fair value gap. You may have wanted an optimal trade entry, come back up into it, go short. I want to see that stay open. It's a balanced price range. It's already been efficiently delivered. Institutional order flow entry drill. Lower quadrant of the wick with the order block. Inversion fair value gap. Breaker. And I'm looking for opening range sell side. So just playing devil's advocate for a minute, if NASDAQ did want to go higher, me personally, I still like for us to reach opening range sell side. But if I wanted longs, let's say my bias was bullish, which is not. I like lower prices, but let's say my bias was bullish. At this point in time, I would feel comfortable taking longs because we've just taken out sell side. So if NASDAQ wanted to work higher, displace, have a fair value gap, I would feel comfortable buying at this point in time because we've taken out a low. We haven't run any sell side at all morning. All morning, it's just been higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So now that we have this clean low here, move away, drop down, take it out. If I was bullish, I'll feel comfortable buying it now that this is taking place. But I'm not bullish. I still like the idea of opening range sell side being taken. And I like how we're generating relative equal lows here. All right. Does your Discord also have educational videos? Absolutely. I just added that too. I added a whole channel with educational videos. It's organized. There's different threads, different folders in there. And it's still being updated. So absolutely. Online man. We got another troll up in here. Somebody get this man some Lucky Charms or something. He must have skipped breakfast this morning. Tim, what's going on, Tim? We got another troll. We got two of them in here. Beyond Handle. Who is that? These trolls are crazy. I've been getting more and more trolls, but the YouTube channel is growing, so it only makes sense. Relative equal lows, too clean. I'm going to highlight this breaker. Something I'm watching. This down close candle right there. We traded up so far. Could not trade to the low of it. If we were to move away without tapping the low of the breaker, to me that's really bullish because NASDAQ is showing an unwillingness to even get up there. So I'm watching to see, do we tap the breaker or do we just start to run away? And we do have a small little fair value gap here. Failure to reach PD arrays. We talk about this in the Discord, in the webinars all the time. Failure to reach premium arrays is bearish. That's signs of heaviness. NASDAQ is telling you it doesn't even have a willingness to get up there. So I'm watching to see if that remains the case. Small little stuff like that is important. It's really influential in price action. That's really bearish. Oh, if I said bullish, I meant bearish. My bad. If I said bullish, I meant bearish. I can't talk. I don't live stream Asia. My bad. I meant bearish. I do not live stream Asia. I trade that on my own. But everything you need to trade Asia on your own is literally like all the resources you need. It's there. Do I journal on paper or laptop? I journal digitally. I don't journal on, like if you watch my video, the how I studied ICT concepts, that's the one ICT commented on. If you watch that video, you can see how I journal, but I do it digitally now. So the sell side is opening range sell side, but it's also relative equal lows, REL. And this is your market maker sell model panning out. Everybody wants to buy it. I used to be buying fair value gaps like this. I used to be buying fair value gaps up here and getting completely smoked and not knowing why. It's really simple. We're in too much of a premium. That's like buying a pizza for $87 for a simple pepperoni and cheese pizza. Not even 3 toppings. No bacon. It's too expensive. It doesn't make sense. And if we're bullish on dollar, am I comfortable buying the NASDAQ? Absolutely not. Let's take a look around the board, because I see some targets getting hit that we need to talk about. Here's the Dow, just like clockwork. How far beneath the sell side can we go? 15-minute fair value gap. Look where that candle closes, boom. And I said if we get really animated, we'll be looking for sell side with the Dow. But this is what I was looking for, so that's perfect. Gold rotating lower. Nice. Euro dollar completely blasting through the sell side. Too easy. S&P, remember I said I wanted to watch how S&P trades above the buy side and that new week opening gap trading above the midnight open. Too easy. Come on, that's clockwork. We're bullish on dollar index. All targets hit. All right, how far above the buy side can we go? Fair value gap. And this gap right here that we're trading into right now. Called it out beforehand, real time. And lo and behold, there is your opening range sell side liquidity. Now I'm watching, can we make a run for the first presentation fair value gap? Breaker. Fail to reach the breaker is what? Bearish. Heaviness. It's too repetitive. I trade live for Discord members only. So if you want to see me press buttons, yes, you'll see my executions. Pretty much all the trades you see on my YouTube channel, you'll see my executions. You'll see me buy it real time, sell it real time. You'll see my stop loss placement. You'll see me explain my stop, explain my targets, explain my partials, all that stuff. Pretty much everything you see me do right now, I do in Discord, except I'm actually pressing the button and trading it. So link is pinned in the top of the chat room or in the description of this live stream if you're interested in that. And it's not just live streams in the Discord. There's webinars, there's homework, there's charts, there's annotations. You get a community that's not toxic. I feel like that's the biggest thing. Forget the live streams. The community is amazing. We're helping people. We have voice channels in there. It's fun. Like, we don't talk trash. We don't showboat. We just want to make money. Almost like it's random. another masterclass, another Monday masterclass. Discord members who've been in the webinars for a while, this is not from the homework. Find shorts above the midnight open. That was last week's homework assignment. Where's your shorting opportunity above the midnight opening price? Breaker, inversion fair value gap, order block, wick, all shorting opportunities where above the midnight opening price. I sent that homework assignment out for a reason because this stuff repeats all the time. Oh my goodness. Lord, oh man. Y'all gotta subscribe for that. I'm sorry. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I need everybody to subscribe because we do this literally every single week. Every week. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? We don't want longs. We don't buy apples for $12. We don't buy a single pepperoni pizza for $87. Shorts. Okay, while we're trading in that opening range, for those who are in the live stream closer to the opening bell, we're still trading in the opening range. I said right here, I like the idea of us running higher. I like that. I said right here when this candle is trading, I don't want to see us take out sell side just yet. I want the opening range to have all of these clean lows. And then remember I said we're above what? The 10 a.m. open, we're above the midnight open, and we're above the 8:30 open. 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen? I said this word for word. 90% of the time, if we're above all three of these opening prices, we are going down. There you go. It's a nice little treat for those who are in the live stream for the first time. Just made lifetime membership back in one trade. That's how you do it. The Discord lifetime membership is $250. You can make that right here. Breaker, targeting opening range sell side. Boom, there you go. You just paid for lifetime access for the Discord just like that. Done. That's how you do it. Good stuff. I unsubscribed just so I could subscribe again. You're a real one. I like that. I like that. I joined the Discord a couple of weeks ago and it's worth it. I already see a lot of improvement in my trading. I'm telling y'all, best Discord community out there. I'm not even playing. So if I were to see this, like shorting the breaker, shorting the order block, shorting this fair value gap here, targeting first presentation fair value gap, targeting opening range sell side, I would be content for the morning. Okay, I don't care if NASDAQ wants to continue going higher at this point. It can work lower, but breaker, shorting here, taking profits here, maybe leave a contract on for the 8:30 open. I'll be content with that, and I'll be done for the week. Yes, the week. The week. Yes, lifetime access to the Discord, one-time payment is only $250 for now. That price will be raised next year. Don't say I didn't warn you. Those who are already in are unaffected, but prices for the Discord is going up next year. As the value goes up, the prices go up. It's just business. Textbook. What's the difference between lifetime members and full access? It's the same thing. They both have access to live streams. They both have access to all the Discord resources, everything in there. The full access is if you want to be in the Discord for like a month or so, you don't plan on being there for a while. The full access is a monthly subscription. So you just get charged every month for the live streams and the full access to the server and all that. If you want to be around for a while, I plan on having the Discord for years and years and years. If you plan on being part of the family for a minute, then the lifetime access is just a one-time purchase and you're in for life. It's no monthly payment. It's not reoccurring. It's just one payment and you're set for life for only $250. So that price will be raised next year. But you could literally make that in one trade like somebody just said. So that's the difference. And then general access, if you just want to be a part of the community, There's still resources available for general access, but it just doesn't include live streams. You don't get the webinars. You don't get all that stuff. I've been trading since 2020, 2021. I've been using ICT concepts since January 2023. I don't trade Asia live, no. I only live stream Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 12. Asia is like my personal time. That's my personal time to just trade my own account. That's my personal time to practice. That's me time. I give y'all 9:30 to 12. That's 2.5 hours Monday through Friday. But Asia, that's me. That's my time. Textbook, deep premium. Don't want to see this fair value gap stay higher. We talked about this fair value gap. I wanted to see it stay open. That is a breakaway gap. Don't need CRT for any of this. There's 2,000 people in the Discord, or like 1,900, something like that. Hello. Yep. Yep. I don't trade Mondays. I only trade for Discord members. See you, Tim. I only press buttons, execute, and all that for members in the Discord. But every Monday, I come out publicly on YouTube and I do a free live stream just to show y'all what I got. You know, just to show y'all what I got in the bag. But as far as pressing buttons and all that, that's limited access. The 8-week mentorship, man, I'm so excited. How many days we have until that? I'm so freaking excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 days until the 8-week mentorship registration opens. That's gonna be, man. I'm excited. Y'all don't even know. Like, the 8-week mentorship is just literally, isn't this, just admire the sell-off. Like, that's amazing. All called out real time. Let me annotate this breaker real quick. The 8-week mentorship is just, I explain this a lot, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. And a few days before the mentorship registration opens, I'll put out a video explaining everything. But the 8-week mentorship program is just me sitting down with myself and saying, if I had to give myself 8 weeks to become profitable, and this is not me saying you're going to be profitable in 8 weeks. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get the idea in your head. But this is my thought process when I'm putting the mentorship together. If I wanted to squeeze in the most valuable information, the most crucial, the most vital information in an 8-week program that I think will take traders to the next level, what would I include in those 8 weeks? What would I do? What would I teach? What would I focus on for those 8 weeks? And I went out through the plan. Week 1, week 2, we're covering this. Week 3, we're going to go over this. Week 4, we're going to go over this. And I'm only taking 30 people for the year. I'm only taking 30 people. So every 8 weeks, which is basically 2 months, I'm taking 5 people every 2 months because I want it to be a close-knit group. I want it to be like more one-on-one mentoring. If I have 500 people in there, it's just going to be like another Discord group, and I don't want that. So the 8-week mentorship, I'm taking 5 people every 2 months, and it's going to be like check-ins, one-on-one calls, Zoom calls. It's just going to be webinars, teachings, lectures, checking in. What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? We're going to work on building your own model. We're going to grow your understanding of price action. Man, I'm so freaking excited. That doesn't start until January 6th. That's when the first class starts. But registration opens November 1st at 4 p.m. New York time. Man, I'm so excited for that. Like, y'all don't even know. I'm telling y'all, 2025 is going to be such a great year. We have more trolls in the chat. That's all right. They can stay. It's first come, first served. I mean, it is what it is. 1,000 USD. I don't trade Mondays. No, I did not trade this. I don't trade Mondays. I only trade for full access members in the Discord. I don't trade publicly. For free? Trade for free? It's affordable. It's not even a lot. Why do you have the 10 a.m. open? For the power of 3, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, power of 3. My lower time frame understanding of price has definitely increased since joining your Discord. That's what I'm talking about. J Tizzle. J Tizzle. That's how you say your name. That's what's up. Yes, 1,000 USD. I try to work with the company to set up installments because I know not everybody has 1,000 cash. I tried to email them, and I was going back and forth asking if I can set up monthly payments, like installments, paying 4 months, but they said they can't do it. So unfortunately, it has to be upfront. But I try to work with y'all. They weren't working with me though. So okay, this dude's spamming. I already said 100 times I do not trade Mondays, so we're gonna go ahead and just put you in timeout just a little bit, just for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Yeah, dang. I only trade NQ. I only trade NQ. Have tried a variety of Discords, but your understanding why you approach the content unparalleled. Appreciate all the effort. I don't know how to say your name. Ruchir. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry, but I appreciate that. Don't get why people spam. I don't know. Bro just caught a 100-point move. And I don't see who's trolling. The chat's moving too fast. I don't know who's trolling, but it's no big deal. Like it's literally, it's fine. Not fazed by it. Why 4 p.m.? Because I just like that time. I just like that time window. 4 p.m. Friday. November 1st is a Friday, so right after market closes. I don't want to release the mentorship when everybody's trading and all that. And if I release that at midnight, people are going to be asleep. So 4 p.m. on Friday, I thought was a good time. Markets are closed. You should be done with your trading. And those 30 spots are going to fill up probably like in 10 seconds. And it is what it is. I don't want to take in that many people. But it's going to be so much fun. I'm excited. You trading election week? It'll be my first time like trading during the election, so I'm actually curious to see what their price action is looking like. But yeah, I mean, I plan on trading. It should be fun. 8-week mentorship. Are you still going to live stream? Yeah, the mentorship's not going to get in the way of Discord. The Discord community and all that, all those resources, that's not going anywhere. The mentorship is just like Discord on steroids, cocaine, crack, all three, heroin. Like, it's just super juiced up, one-on-one. Like, it's just me mentoring you. Like, we got to get you to the next level. Like, one-on-one, Zoom calls, group calls. Like, what do we need to do to grow your understanding of price action? Sit down, talk. We're going to find your model. Like, we're hitting the ground running 8 weeks. So, again, I will be content with this for the morning. Shorting the breaker, shorting the order block. We have a small little fair value gap with this 1030 candle. I'll be content with this move here. I'm not trying to predict a reversal going higher. I don't care for another move going lower. All targets hit beautifully. I'm content with that. That would be more than enough for me, and I'll be done for the week. Yes, for the week. If I traded Mondays and I caught this move and I made my 3% for the week, I'm done. I'm done. Will people subscribe and mentorship have access to the Discord? I was thinking about doing something like that. Yes, $250 for lifetime access. It's a steal, I know. That's why the price is going up next year, so get in while you can. What made you not get trapped into longs at 10 a.m.? We weren't looking for longs. I didn't want anything going higher. I even said if NASDAQ rallies 100 handles, 200 handles going higher, I do not want longs. I don't want longs. It's too much of a premium. And we talk about this all the time in Discord in the webinar. If we're above the 10 a.m. open, above the midnight open, and above the 8:30 open, which we were up here, see these gray lines? What is that? Old weekly high and lows for the past 3 weeks, or old daily high and lows for the past 3 days. Those are old areas of liquidity. So we're trading up into a deep premium, tagging all that liquidity. All of that. Definitely don't want to buy that. Not interested in it. Who's coming from Instagram? I sent out the link to the live stream on Instagram. I just like seeing who's joining the live stream from the Instagram post. If you make 3% on Tuesday, so how it works is, on the live stream, what you're seeing is, well, I'm logged into my live account now, but normally when I live stream in Discord, it's a paper account, and I'm taking the same trades on my monitor on my live account. I don't show my live account. I don't show how much I'm making, but I'm taking live stream trades on paper, and I'm copying the same trades on my live account on a separate monitor that you can't see. So let's say tomorrow, because I don't trade Monday, so tomorrow is my first trading day of the week. Let's say tomorrow I make my 3%. I'm done trading on my live account, my personal account, but I'll still paper trade just for the sake of live stream content and YouTube content. So I'm live trading Tuesday through Friday every week, even though I'm done. For the week on my personal. So you don't have to worry about me being done trading Tuesday and now we're not doing anything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, I'll still be pressing buttons those days, just not on my live account, but I'll do it on paper. Can I see your Discord overview? Here, I just sent a link to the reviews in the Discord. The link that I just sent in the chat room, those are the reviews. The link pinned to the top of the chat room, that's where you, if you want to see all the what's inside, what you get, and all that, the features, everything's included. There you go. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. Am I on Kinfo? What is Kinfo? Anyone in Discord made it to payout? A lot of people are getting payouts in Discord. People are getting funded, trading Asia. Yeah, people making money. Absolutely. I have no idea what Kinfo is. Is y'all's turtle soup working? Why is turtle soup not working? And you just gotta practice, bro. Forex, I believe what ICT said about Forex as far as a decoupling, I believe he called it. I can't remember, but the risk associated with Forex and the geopolitical events and all that, I just think it's safer trading futures, and I like futures better. Futures is cleaner. I mean, I traded Forex, but Forex is so unprofessional. Like, I was tired of MT4 and TradingView showing different things. TradingView would have like this big ass gap. Excuse my French. TradingView would have like, or MT4 would have like a huge gap, and in TradingView there's no gap. MT4 would show a different high, and TradingView would show like a different low, and it was like trying to take trades. Forex was just so unprofessional. But futures, everybody gets the same price, same high, same low, same open, same close. So I just like futures better, and I feel like it moves cleaner. But yeah, and the spreads on Forex, like brokers can open up the spread on you and do some nonsense. Futures, you don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's what I was gonna do, the mentorship stuff. No, I am not on Twitter. No, thank you. No. I'll leave that for Romeo. He can have it. I'm good. I want nothing to do with Twitter. It's toxic over there. I say it every single time. I lose brain cells when I open Twitter. Every single time. Every single time, without a doubt. Every time I open Twitter, I feel my IQ dropping. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's crazy. I'm good. Like, they can have it. I'm good over here. It's way too much drama. Like, I'm just not with that, bro. Like, grown men going back and forth. It's like, it's just a kid's playground. Like, I'm good. I'm just trying to make money, help other people make money. They could keep all the drama. I'm not with it. I'll pass. It's toxic. Like, if it wasn't for Discord and YouTube, I wouldn't even have Instagram, but for business things, obviously. But Twitter is so toxic. Like, it's just so low vibration, toxic, just low energy, ego, insecurities, and it's disgusting. Like, I'm good, bro. Yeah. It's Twitter's so trash. And I'm not calling it X. That's the dumbest thing they could have named it. That sounds way too sexual. What am I doing calling Twitter X? No, Elon could have just left it as Twitter. I don't know why he did that. Monday through Friday, I live stream 9:30 to 12. 9:30 to 12, Monday through Friday. Monday is always a free tape reading stream, which is what you guys are getting. But Tuesday through Friday, I will be pressing buttons, live trading for those in the Discord privately. So right now, I'm having more of a neutral bias in NASDAQ. All targets were hit. We had a pretty nice sell-off that we called all morning beforehand. So lunch macro kicks off at 11:30. I'm pretty much keeping a neutral bias until then, so we have about 30 minutes. NASDAQ consolidating inside of that opening range. But as far as the mentorship, and it's going to be the last time I talk about it today because I've already been yapping, but it's an 8-week program, whatever. Week 1 through 2, we're doing price action fundamentals, how to read true order flow. There's going to be lecture videos, webinars, and things about that. Week 3, framing daily bias and top-down analysis. One of the questions I get asked the most, can you help me with daily bias? How do you get daily bias? Daily bias. I need bias. I got you. Week 3, we're going strictly over daily bias and top-down analysis. Week 4 through 5, there's live trading, tape reading. We're going to do live back testing, and we're going to work on finding your own setups and finding your own model. Okay, so that's going to be 2 weeks, week 4 through 5. Week 6 is risk management, trade management, and psychology. It's not a good mentorship if I don't teach you risk management, trade management, and psychology. So you can have all the tools you need, you can have all the resources you need, but if you can't manage your risk, if you don't know how to go through losing streaks, if you don't know how to manage your trade, manage your stop loss, you're not going to see any profitability. So we're going to cover that in week 6. And then week 7 through 8, that's kind of like a recap / like summary. So that's individual meetings, answering your last few questions. We're going to do a quick recap. That's just me checking in before I send you out on your way and take in the next 5 people for the next 2 months. That's just going to be checking in, like, what do you need? Like, is there any questions you still have? Anything you're still struggling with? Okay, boom, let's iron out some wrinkles before I send you out on your way. And that's the 8-week program. All the lectures, videos, meetings, group meetings, individual meetings, webinars, live streams, tape reading, all that stuff that happens in that 8-week mentorship, that will be saved and sent to you so you can go back and watch it and reference all that stuff later. So that's yours to keep. So that registration opens November 1st. Set your alarm, set your reminder, November 1st, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, New York time. Registration for the mentorship opens, and first class starts January 6th, 2025. Only taking 30 people, so first 30 people to get in. There it is. But enough about that, right? Sound like a car salesman. We don't want to hear about that. First come, first serve, baby. First come, first served. The next scheduled mentorship after January, I don't know, 8 weeks after January 6th. 8 weeks after January 6th, the next 5 people will come in. ICT recommends drawing out the first fair value gap from 9:30 past 3 days. Yeah, that's what I think it was the latest trade I took. We had yesterday's first presentation fair value gap, and we had a PM session stream last week. I had that first presentation fair value gap drawn from the past 3 days. Dow hit the sell side. Yeah, we looked at it. Of course it did. Look at S&P. Beautiful. Look at Dow. Oh, we're talking about this sell side. I forgot about this. I thought you meant that sell side. If Dow gets really animated, where's it going to go? Boop. Hello. Matter of fact, let's just slap on a little. Because why not, right? Dollar index. We're bullish on dollar. Beautiful. You heard me say, if I'm expecting higher prices in dollar, what I want to see in the indices, lower prices. Beautiful. Looks like we may want to make a run for the buy side up here. There you go. And NASDAQ, I mean, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's clean up our charts a little bit. So, actually, I'm not going to delete that because in the Discord, I send out screenshots of the morning session just so y'all can go back and back test. So I don't want to take off all my drawings, but we will clean this up a little bit as we head into the lunch hour. Thank you, Sergio. TP Bandit, all love. Just clean this up a little bit. Now, do I feel any kind of FOMO because I didn't participate in this short? Absolutely not. Why? Because the markets are algorithmic, and the same stuff is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next quarter. So I don't have any FOMO. I don't have any regret. Oh, I could have made, I could have passed my, I could have, I don't care. Like, this stuff happens all the time. While we're trading up here, and I was expecting lower prices, I literally said, like, this stuff is getting too predictable. We're in too much of a premium. 90% of the time, we're going to reverse. Market maker sell model. It's textbook. Midnight opening price, straight from the homework sent out last week in the Discord. Find your short setups above that midnight opening price. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get something like this. Perfect. These are new week opening gaps. Weekly chart. Separation between these two candles and these two candles here. Make sure settlement is turned off. Those are your new week opening gaps. Next, draw on liquidity. I'll be looking to see if we can reach the consequent encroachment of this wick on the weekly chart. Obviously, sell side, clean lows. So everybody who's been making money pre-market, everybody, your mama, your auntie, your uncle, your daddy, your sister, your poppy, your granny, everybody trailing their stop losses underneath these lows. If they didn't cash out, they're probably regretting it. Finally passed 250. Ooh, let's go. That's what's up, Tiffany. And you've been in the live streams for a while. That's good stuff. That's what's up. Would you be teaching 8-week mentorship during evening? The teachings are going to be probably like during the PM session because we're going to be live trading and all that in the Discord in the morning. So a lot of the teachings are going to be around PM session time, maybe like an hour and a half for 3-4 days a week. And then we'll do meetings on the weekends. But if that's outside of your time zone, obviously there's going to be a recording so you can watch it later. So don't worry about it. And don't be upset if you don't get in. Like I said, it's only 30 people. I don't want to have too many people in there because it's going to kill the purpose of a private mentorship. Like I want it to be really intimate. So if you don't get in, the YouTube channel is still good. The Discord community is still good. The mentorship is just for those who like, it's good stuff. It's up there. It's good stuff. Be on the lookout Trade breakdown for Asia is going to be posted. I already have it ready to go. It's cooking in the drafts, waiting to be released. It's just a quick, like, 7-minute video, but that's going to be posted as soon as we get off of here. See ya, improving. Yeah, Asia was nice. Asia was really nice. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I don't think I'm going to stay on until 12, because once we tag this sell side, like that's just bread and butter. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. That's perfect. Literally. Opening range is 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Probably one of the cleanest Mondays I've seen, if I'm being honest. We still be live streaming Tuesday through Friday. Tuesday through Friday, live trading only for Discord members. So this will be the last live stream for the week. Last free live stream for the week, public live stream. Does the lifetime? Yes, lifetime access to the Discord includes live streams. It's the same thing. Lifetime access is the same as full access. Lifetime access is just a one-time payment, and you're in for life. The full access is a monthly subscription. If you only want to be in Discord for a month or so, then the monthly subscription would be better. But if you want to be around for all of 2025 and you want to be with us for the long run, the lifetime is $250, which is dirt cheap in the trading industry, at least. So those prices will be raised next year. So if you don't get in while it's, in my opinion, affordable, you missed out. Waiting for NASDAQ to reach this sell side. This has been a beautiful delivery of price. Classic. Wasn't interested in anything going higher at all. Highlighted all the PD arrays. The breakaway gap. We even said, I want to see this fair value gap fail. I don't want to see these 3 up close candles send price higher. While price is trading up here, I talked about this down close candle. I want us to get below it. And if we do that, I'll treat this down close candle as a breaker while we were trading up here. Resistance. We talked about how it failed to reach the breaker here. Trade back up. Can't even reach the low of the breaker. We talked about this wick. The candle open, traded up. Failed to reach midpoint of this wick. That's bearish. Failed to reach the low of the breaker. That's bearish. Equal lows. As this low is formed here, and we started to move away, I said I like that, because what are we doing? I'm going to take off this midnight opening price for a minute. What are we doing when we form this low and start to move away? Generating relative equal lows. Retail loves to see that. And then, there you go. First presentation fair value gap. I said I had my eyes on that. There you go. And then your last opening range sell side comes in at 932. There you go. And all of this is just the completion of the market maker sell model, returning back to the original consolidation. Appreciate it, Red Coyote. I appreciate it. Just joined. Do you take any trades? I don't trade Mondays. I only trade for Discord members. Friday PM, I don't trade the PM session. I have too much, like, you know what I mean? I have too much, like, I just like enjoying my day. The PM session, like, I just, like, that's in the middle of my day. I'm probably out getting food or hanging out with friends or just relaxing. Like, I don't want to be in front of the charts at 2 p.m. I want to go to the pool or something. Thoughts on price pushing back up? Let me see. S&P, Dow, dollar. I mean, I still like the sell side down here. In my opinion, we just left clean lows, but we are in London close and approaching a lunch macro. So I don't think it's unreasonable for us to take out this high. But ideally, I'd rather not see that. I'd rather see us make a run for the sell side. How many trades I take a week? Around 4 to 5 trades a week. No more than 2 trades a day. Yeah, Asia trade breakdown. It's going to be posted right after this. I don't think I'm going to stay on until 12. I'm just waiting to see if NASDAQ can take out that sell side. This was fun, though. This was really fun. Everybody who tuned in for the first time, glad to have you here. Please subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Obviously, I'm not the biggest YouTuber, day trader channel out there, but I feel like we have some of the best content here on this channel and in the Discord. So please subscribe, like, comment, share. If you learned something, share this live stream with other people. There's a lot of value, a lot of insight as far as not chasing price, as far as premium and discount, anticipating lower prices. So if you found this one helpful, insightful in any way, it will mean a lot if you could share it, like it, comment, subscribe, all that sweet stuff. I'll be really, really grateful. I am live streaming tomorrow, but only for Discord members. I'll be live trading tomorrow, pressing buttons, looking to make some money. So yes, I will be live streaming. I live stream every day. But admittedly, I want to stay on just to see NASDAQ tag that sell side. If we move too far away from it, then I'll log off. But I want to see if NASDAQ can reach for that. If you're not in the Discord, again, it's not just live streams. There's homework assignments. I check the homework manually. Yes, I do actually look at it. Midnight opening price in the chart is something straight from the homework assignment. Webinars. We have webinars. We hop on the charts for an hour every weekend, every Saturday, and we talk about price action. Cover things, we teach things, or I teach things. And all the previous webinars, like the Asia model, the Asia ATM model, that was first introduced in the webinar, and I decided to post that clip on YouTube. But you can watch all the old webinars and all that stuff in the Discord. There's, I don't know, like 30 of them now. And there's screenshots, annotations, weekly forecasts, educational videos in there. It's just a whole bunch of just knowledge, and the community is not toxic. So if you plan on joining Discord and you're toxic, best believe you will get kicked out, because we do not play that. We do not do that at all. But I think that's it. Love y'all. I'll be chatting it up with y'all on the Discord for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go hit the gym, grab a bite to eat. And full access lifetime members, we're back live trading tomorrow at 9:30, looking to catch a setup, looking to make a little bit of money. So I'm still looking for the sell side down here, and that would definitely complete my morning should we tag that. But this has been another masterclass yet again. This was fun. If this was your first time tuning in, thank you for sticking this one out. This is fun. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you gained some insight. And hopefully to see you in next week's Monday stream. This was a lot of fun. Love y'all. Be safe. Discord members, I'll see y'all in the live stream tomorrow morning at 9:30. All right? Peace.